onto this, British lawmakers have passed legislation allowing the country to deport asylum seekers arriving in small boats across the English Channel to Rwanda. It follows years of political wrangling and court battles with human rights organizations. The dangers of the migrant crossings were underlined just hours after the law was passed. Refugee and asylum specialist Louise Clavey joins us now for more. Thank you so much, Louise, for your time this morning. What's your understanding on a broader perspective with regards to the UK government's intention to deport these asylum seekers to Rwanda?
Good morning. Yes, government are planning and have been planning for some time. I think the policy was first announced 2 years ago to run flights to Rwanda to enable, so they say, for people to have their asylum claim heard in Rwanda. People will remain in Rwanda. There won't be a route back to the UK, even if people are found to be refugees through that asylum determination process. So at the moment, British government are preparing the logistics for those flights to start. The Prime Minister has given a time frame of the next 10 to 12 weeks. And they are also setting up relevant asylum processing facilities in Rwanda. Although it should be said that there will be further legal challenges. The human rights organisations, myself included in the United Kingdom, reject this abhorrent plan and very much will ensure that further legal challenges are raised to this plan.
And rejecting this plan, what do you see as the potential implications or challenges of deporting these asylum seekers, especially from a legal and ethical standpoint?
Well, it's precisely that, the ethical standpoint. I mean, it's utterly immoral. The United Kingdom refuses to offer visas for safe routes to any person that governments suspect may claim asylum. So essentially, all refugees from entrenched situations of conflict are denied safe visa access to the United Kingdom. That's why people are using small boats. You look at the nationality demographic of people that are arriving in small boats, they are overwhelmingly from refugee situations, lots of Afghans, Eritreans, Sudanese people, people from Iran. These are all countries with really significant conflicts. And the numbers are very small. Comparative to the United Kingdom's wealth and ability to help, we're talking about 60,000 people across a year. These are not huge numbers. They are refugees. What we should be doing is investing in people and supporting them to integrate into the United Kingdom and rebuild their lives. This Rwanda plan isn't going to stop boats. As you said yourself, mere hours after this plan was announced, 5 people were killed, another 5 people were killed in our waters. They know the risks of getting into small boats. They know that they're risking their lives. They have no other options. So, the government planning to send a few hundred people to Rwanda, because the numbers are very small. We know that Rwanda is a densely populated country. They can't take a lot of people. So we're looking at a very, very small amount of people that will be sent to Rwanda. If people are really willing to risk their lives for a chance to rebuild their lives in the United Kingdom, the very small chance of being sent to Rwanda is not going to dissuade someone from making that crossing. So the numbers of people crossing in small boats will continue.
Of course.
All that will happen is that a few hundred people will be shunted to Rwanda against their will. This is this is a human exportation deal. We are paying a country to export humans against their will. It's horrific.
Of course it is. I mean, Louise, we have run out of time, but also just in 30 seconds, what would you give as key considerations that policymakers should take into account when developing asylum deportation policies in order to ensure that they are fair, humane, as well as effective?
I don't think we should be doing any asylum deportation policies. Asylum seekers have the right to rebuild their lives in safety in the country that they feel most safe in. We know that most asylum seekers stay as close to their home country as possible. The United Kingdom takes very small amounts of people. We can simply just invest in people and stop policies of deterrent and hostility and start implementing policies of welcome.